Hello, this is Dr. Hemant. Today I am going to cover the examples of algorithm. Algorithm is a step-by-step solution for any complex computational problem. If we are having a complex problem, then we first write the algorithm for that. We never directly go for the C code, computer code. So in daily life, suppose we want to make a sandwich. So we will make it using two bread slices and put the butter on these bread slices in one side and put the vegetables and make the sandwich of it, and then it is ready to eat. So this is a simple way for creating the sandwich. So what are the steps? These steps are called the algorithm for making the sandwich. Means we'll take the slice of bread, put the butter, vegetables, and then sandwich it, and it is ready to eat. In the same way, we can write the algorithm for sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers, so we need two numbers to add. Suppose A and B are two numbers that we want to add. A equal to 10, B equal to 20. Now sum equal to A plus B. Sum is a third variable in which we are going to store the sum of two numbers A and B. That is 10 plus 20, that's 30. And then print that number. That will be the algorithm for sum of two numbers. Now write the corresponding flow chart for it. Flow chart is a pictorial representation of algorithm. We use some symbols for creating the flow chart. Like ellipse is used for start and stop. Parallelogram is used for taking the inputs. Rectangle is used for processing. And for output, we use parallelogram. And for condition checking, we use diamond. So we are creating a flow chart for sum of two numbers. So first we read the number A and B that we want to sum. So accept A, here read A and accept B. Now sum will be equal to A plus B. A plus B, A is 10, B is suppose 20. And sum will store 30 and display the sum. In this way, we can write the flow chart. Now, suppose we want to find the greatest of three numbers, and these numbers are A, B, and C. It can be any number, user-defined number, or we first initialized A, B, and C that numbers. Suppose A is 10, B is 20, and C is 15, and we want which one is the greatest. Greatest is B here. B is 20. So how will we find? How will write the algorithm for it? So first we compare A and B. If A is greater than B, then we will go for A should also be greater than C. If it is greater than B and C, then A is the greatest. If B is greater than A and B is greater than C, then B is the greatest number. Otherwise, C is the greatest number. That is the logic behind finding the greatest of three. How will we write it? We will write is A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, then we have to compare A with C also. If A is greater than B and C, then A is the greatest. If yes, go to step 6. Step 6 is A is greater than C. A is greater than C, A is greater than B. Now A is the greatest. If A is not greater than B, means B is greater than A. then B should also be greater than C. So check, is B is greater than C? Yes. If B is greater than C or B is already greater than A, so B is the greatest. Print the B is the greatest. If B is not greater than C, then A is not greater than greatest, B is not greatest, so C is the greatest. So print C is the greatest and go to step 8, that is stop and exit. So this is the algorithm for finding the greatest of three numbers. Now we write the flow chart, create the flow chart for this algorithm. So start and stop will be written inside ellipse. We read three numbers A, B, and C, in which we want to find the greatest number. Now compare. For comparing, for conditional checking, I have told that diamond is used for conditional. So A is greater than B. A is greater than B, then A must be greater than C also, then only A is the greatest. So A is greater than B, yes, then we'll check A is greater than C also. If A is greater than B and C both, yes, then A is the greatest. If no, then C may be greatest. A is greater than B, no, B is greater than C. B is greater than C, yes, then B is the greatest. No, then C is the greatest. So this way we can draw a flow chart for this. Now, in the same way, we want to print a table of any given number up to 10 terms. Suppose we want to print a table of 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. N is that. So we'll use a variable count here. Count is 0. It can be I, J, K, etc. also. Now read the value of the number for which we want to print the table. Suppose we want to print the table for 5. Now count equal to count plus 1. Count was 0. Now count becomes 1. Compute n into count. N is here 5 and count is 1. 5 into 1, that is 5 will be printed. And it will check count is less or equal to 10. If count is less or equal to 10, then the same process is repeated again. Now count is 2, n is 5. 5 into 2, 10. So again count will be incremented by 1, that is 3. 3 into 5, 15. In the same way, it will go up to the 10. Now count is equal to 10. Then it's okay. It will again go for count equal to count plus 1. Now count becomes 11 and it should be less than or equal to 10. Now it is greater than 10. So it will not again execute this and will come out. Control will come out of the loop and stop and exit. In this way, a table of 5 will be printed of any n is a given number 5, 6, 7, whatever we want to print, it will be printed. Now the flow chart, start and stop will be there in ellipse. Now take a variable count, read the number n, count, increment count by 1 and compute n into count. N into count, is count less or equal to 10? If it is less than 10, then repeat the process, go inside the loop, and if 10 is greater than, 10 count is greater than 10, then condition is false and stop and exit. So this is the some examples of algorithm. Thank you. Thanks for watching.